That's amazing.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so beautiful. I actually lost my phone. Well, I got my phone stolen and my laptop broke. And I've been 5 days without technology besides my camera. And that's what my video's about. It's been very interesting. So,
Nice.
yeah, it's been awesome. I'm going to start meditating too. I actually have that in my journal. And I read 2 books. I read 2 books in 5 days. Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. And another book called Mind Map. Oh, you read that?
Yeah, I read that.
Good book. I want to read it again. I might read it twice.
That's one of
Yeah.
the best.
Cool. Where are you from, by the way?
From Russia.
Okay. Well, you have a very clear, like your accent's not very Russian, but yeah, that's cool. Thank you so much for being in the video. I appreciate it. All right, guys. See, sometimes you just gotta walk up and say hi, because you never know who might be nice. You never know who might not be nice. All right, guys. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity has landed on my lap, and that is this. Well, first off, my phone got stolen while in Bali. Long story short, someone took it off my bike. And then a couple days after that, I already bought a new phone. It's getting sent in from America because it's cheaper to do it that way. My laptop breaks. Yes, you heard it here first. My laptop is broken. And I got no phone. And I live in the middle of nowhere. Far, far, far away from home. I don't know anybody. And this is the 5 things I've learned. Not using a phone, not using a laptop, being completely disconnected. I've read almost 2 books in 5 days. I'll probably finish the book tonight and then read another one by the time I get my laptop back. It's in the repair shop. I have went out every single night to socialize. Not because I had to, but because I was so fucking bored at home that there was nothing else to do. I have felt some of the worst anxiety that I've ever felt in a long time. Just being trapped in my own head, not really knowing what to do with my time. And I've had some of the most deep epiphanies, conversations, realizations, and mental clarity that I've had in a long time. Now, what is the first thing that I learned? Not being connected to technology. Well, it's this. Number 1, your brain needs to be occupied. I already knew this, but this goddamn son. I was at the gym the other day. I was working out. And I was like, I am so dude, I miss working. I miss editing. I miss coaching calls. I miss all of it. I genuinely miss it. And what I realized is, without something to occupy your mind, something to engage on, something to work on, you literally go crazy. That's number 1. Your purpose, your job, your career, without it, you will be lost. You will find something else to occupy your mind. I read 2 books in 5 days. 2 books, that's a lot of reading, guys. I went out every night, I socialized. I went on instant dates, this and that. So number 1 is that your brain, your mind has to be occupied. There's no way around it, and whatever goal or dream you're chasing, realize that the reward is the fact that you get to chase and wake up and have some shit to do. Because I promise you, if you made it to the top of the mountain, of whatever mountain you might be climbing, when you get to the top, you're gonna think to yourself, where's the next mountain? What to do next? It never ends. So the dream you're chasing, the goals you're pursuing, you're already winning because you're doing something with your time that is productive in your own eyes. But I've had sort of an existential crisis while just being at home. Just like, what the fuck am I even on this earth for? Like, what's the point in life? Why am I even building this channel? Why am I chasing women all day? Like, why am I approaching? Why am I teaching it? What's the point in money? And this led me to epiphany number 2. What's the number 1 thing I'm lacking the most in my life? It's this. By the way, check it out. I got a mini audience here. It's pretty awesome. Maybe we'll do some interviews. I haven't done this in a while. It's been like a week. Hi. Oh, dang, I really wanted to be in it. I was like, yo, I was ready. Epiphany number 2 is, I think the purpose, one thing that I'm lacking in my life is deeper connections. Now, I have let work distract me from, being lonely. I use work as a crutch to occupy my time. Now, when that crutch is gone, what's left is like a lot of fucking loneliness, And it made me realize that I am missing something very vital in my life. and it's mostly because of traveling. I miss having like some really good fucking friends around me, really good bros, really deep relationships, and the nature of what I do, I've been prioritizing a lot of fast connection, a lot of hookups, and quite honestly, it's not that fulfilling without the deeper part. I was literally sitting down this morning, you know, drinking coffee, staring at a wall, just waiting to get my day started, about to hit the gym. I had a fantastic day today, by the way, but this morning I was staring at a wall, drinking my coffee, feeling a little melancholy, you know, a little just bored. And I was literally imagining one of my old best friends next to me. What would he tell me in this moment? I was like, my mind, I feel like I've been in solitary confinement, low key, and I was just like imagining us having a conversation. And then it made me sad. And then I went to the gym and I actually had a really deep conversation with a girl. I just met her in the ice bath. Bali's pretty cool because it is a very social place. But we were talking about Bali, and she's like, there's a lot of lonely people in Bali. I'm like, well, that's kind of funny because it's one of the most social, open places. Like, everyone's open and friendly. Why are there so many lonely people in Bali? Well, we came to the conclusion that a lot of people here and a lot of the nature of being here is very shallow. Everyone's in and out. And that's the nature of being sort of nomadic. So it's made me realize that, hey, listen, Danny, Nico, Alfonso. Sometimes I say my name's Alfonso when I'm at the club. Anyways, that's besides the point. I said to myself, okay, well, I'm going to prioritize deeper connections. I want to live in a place that's not Bali eventually, after my time here is done, and I want to have some really deep connections. I want to get to know a lot of people. Hi, excuse me. Never mind. Have a good day. We're back. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't even fucking remember what I was saying. Damn it. Oh yeah, deeper connections. That's what it was. Deeper connections, man. That's it, bro. That's a major thing I've been missing, and that's a major thing. Like, let's say my technology was gone, but I was surrounded by best friends. We were singing along every night. You know, we don't have a TV. I don't have a TV. And we're just having a good time. We're talking. We're cooking by the bonfire. And I've had memories like this where I'm just surrounded by loved ones. One memory in particular, when I was a teenager, there was a blizzard. And I got snowed in, and the power went out, and I was with my friends, my best friends. It was like 10 of us in one house. We were making a fire. We were all sleeping in the living room. We had no phones, no technology. I mean, this was like before smartphones were really big. And yeah, it was one of the best times of my life. So that's the second thing I've realized and learned. Check out the beach vibes, by the way. It's pretty cool. Haven't been here in a while, but it's looking nice. Now, let's talk about the third thing I learned, being disconnected from technology. And that is this. Our minds, because of our phones, at least for me, and I think this is a lot of people, our minds, because of our phones and because of our laptops and the constant noise, the TV, and just never having a fucking moment alone, makes us have anxiety and stress. And it takes us away from what potentially could be truly important and what we actually want. And I have realized that even though this has been a very hard last 5 days, like just like a lot of loneliness, a lot of like feeling like empty, like what the fuck am I doing right now? I've also realized, and there are two cute girls, and I kind of want to say hi here, but they're probably going to say no, because, you know, walking up with like a big ass camera, it's probably going to be a no, but I'm already committed, fuck it. Hi, how's it going? I'm a YouTuber. I'm asking people about mental health, technology. I was wondering, could I ask y'all like a quick question for my video?
What do you want to ask?
Okay, what's the longest you've spent without a phone, laptop, TV, technology in general?
I think a week.
A week?
A week.
And how did it feel?
It felt amazing.
Amazing?
Amazing. The best experience in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was it, like a retreat?
It was a retreat, yeah.
Yeah?
Meditation retreat, Vipassana. Wow. Yeah.
That's
it
cool.
was really good.
I want to start meditating. What did you learn during this retreat? One big or little thing, it doesn't matter.
That living in the present moment is the best thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
By the way, meeting up with friends, the few people I do know here, has been a nightmare. The last 2 days, I planned on meeting up with a friend, we'll call it that. We met up at the bar, but both times I couldn't find her. and I haven't even checked my messages yet. I've just given up. I'm just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not even gonna try to hang out with friends. It's just too stressful. So, anyways. Dude, we're so disconnected from reality, man. Like, we're so plugged into our technology. Take that shit away, what happens? Life completely changes. Everybody is so antisocial because of our phones. I guarantee you, if you put your fucking phone away for a week, and you put your laptop away, and you put your TV away, any anxiety, any approach anxiety that you might have to walk up to somebody and say hi will immediately dissolve. Immediately. What's up, bros? How's it going?
How are you?
Good, good. I'm a YouTuber. I'm just asking people questions. Okay, never mind. They weren't looking too nice. They were looking like, fuck off, bro. We don't care. We don't care about your stupid video, motherfucker. Anyways, yes, number 3. The third epiphany that I had is, bro, I feel like most of us don't really know ourselves. So the girl that I talked to, I had a deep conversation with this really amazing girl at the gym today. We hung out the whole day. It's like a recovery center too. Like they have like spas and beds and places you can hang out. A really good place to meet girls, honestly. It's called Nirvana Fitness, but people call it Fitness Tinderland because it's like everyone there is like on a date. It feels like it's a really interesting place. Bali is an interesting place, I must say. It's definitely worth coming, definitely worth experiencing. Anyways, the third thing I learned, she asked me, she said, hey, what do you want out of life? And I couldn't really answer it. And I was like, you know what? I've just been so focused on work and trying to make money that I never really thought about, like, what am I even doing this for? And I think having time alone really allows you to get to know yourself a lot better. I think technology and the phones and all of it, well, they exist and they give us a lot of anxiety. And anytime you have anxiety or depression or you feel something you don't want to feel, you can immediately distract yourself. So one thing I've realized is without that, you're left alone with your own thoughts and you're forced to sort them out yourself and really ask yourself some deeper questions. So every single day, really, I've been like really just sitting down and journaling and asking myself, like, what are my goals? What's the plan for life? Like, what do I want to do? How do I want to live? What are my values? You know, how can I be successful? How can I be a better person? All of these things I'm asking myself that honestly I could just avoid and put off by focusing on work, on coaching calls, on editing, on things of that nature. But now, even my TV's not working. It's fucking hilarious. It's like, really, like, it feels like God did this to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, seriously, it really feels weird. Like, I can't even watch TV. I can't even put the TV on. No noise in my home. And I'm literally just sitting around thinking about shit. Deep topics. So yeah, that's the third thing, man. The phones give us anxiety and the technology gives us anxiety. And after I get my phone back and my laptop back, I really want to prioritize not staying as connected to the digital world. I really want to have deeper relationships, which I didn't realize how much I was lacking. And I want to prioritize having a lot of mental clarity. I want to actually start meditating. I actually want to have more peace in my life. I think it's kind of a red flag if I can't sit in my room alone for a whole night without going literally crazy. So it's almost like the first 3 days of not having technology was like a withdrawal. Like okay, and this is another thing. My sleep has gotten 10x, bro. I've been sleeping like a fucking baby, bro. I've been sleeping so good. And I really think it's because I don't have as much anxiety or stress. Like, my mind is just not cluttered anymore. Like, I'm really just laying on my pillow with clear head, clear thoughts, clear mind, clear heart, everything. And shit, dude, I'm getting a little nervous here. Why? Why am I getting nervous? There's people around. They're gonna stare. It's normal, it's natural. First way to get unnervous. If you've seen my videos, you already know what to do. You talk to somebody, anybody. You get a win, a social win. Hi, how's it going? Never mind, she's not focused up. She got her headphones in. She walking with a little bit of pep in her step. She was looking like, she was pretty hot though, I'm not gonna lie. But she didn't have the look of, I wanna be talked to, which you can kind of just tell after years of approaching who wants to be talked to and who doesn't. This girl looks interesting. Hi, How's it going? You're like, no way, not happening today. Some people are like, fuck no, when they see the camera. It's actually really funny. For all the people who are like, the camera helps you get girls. Well, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it actually doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. So, yeah, we out here. Just, what's the longest time that you've had without your phone and without any technology, laptop, even TV or music? Like, what's the longest you've been without technology?
Right. For me, it's I think like 1 day. That was like the longest without anything.
Yeah.
But
How did it feel?
like during this day, I have actually a rule. Like I don't use my phone. Like I have to use it only once every 1 hour for only like 5 minutes max.
Wait, only once every 1 hour for five minutes
Yeah,
max?
it's just like
My screen time was at like 8 hours per day, but it was ridiculous. So now I'm thinking like maybe I should like have that, like that system where you make sure you hold yourself accountable to those 5 minutes. And yeah, that's
absolutely.
awesome.
But like, how do you feel now? Like without anything?
Man, it has been hard, almost like withdrawing from a drug. That's what it's felt like. And I've had that experience before, but it's almost been like the first 2 days were like, bro, I am so bored. I turn on my TV, it doesn't work. I'm like, even my TV doesn't work. I just go outside and talk to people now. I'm like, dude, it has literally been eye-opening how much I am dependent on my devices to stay sane. Now, I could run and just buy a burner phone, but I already have a new one getting sent in, so my head was like, okay, let me just ride this wave. Let me just see how long I can go. And yeah, man, it's been amazing. I feel like now I'm starting to get more happy again. Like, I'm getting more present every day, where I'm even like meditating and shit. I'm reading books. Bro, I'm healthier. I've been eating healthy. I started cooking at home. I was like, bro, this is literally changing everything. It's been like a domino effect, you know?
I mean, I absolutely agree. Like the first thing you notice actually is how much time do you have in the day?
Yeah.
Like when you stop using your damn phone all the time and
Yes.
social media and all of that, like the day is actually very, very long. You can do a lot of things. But like, because your attention is like so divided, the whole day you don't feel that. You feel like you don't have time.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of time, but you keep like checking your phone all the time, you know, you didn't feel it. But like when you stop using your phone, like...
Exact opposite. Like, you're right. I like, dude, I got so much time. So when I was at the gym today, Nirvana, I was talking to a girl. There's no more rush of like, oh, I need to get to my next thing. No, I'm like, I have all the time in the world today, and I'm taking like a break from work, obviously no laptop. And it's like every moment that I have with someone, I'm like fully engaged. I'm like, let me like enjoy this moment, because it's made me realize when I'm at home and I'm just so bored, I just wish I had a friend to talk to.
Yeah.
And now when I'm actually talking to people, I'm like, I'm just gonna enjoy this conversation because there's nothing better to do. Fuck it, I'm here, you know? It's made me enjoy and appreciate little moments more. Bro, thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is a fun video, man. I'm feeling really inspired. Wow, what a cool dude. And he actually gave me my 4th epiphany. I was riding a bike today, and I saw this dog. This is funny. It's a dog that lives in my neighborhood. I feed it from time to time because it's skinny and it looks hungry all the time, and I just feel bad. And I just looked at it today, and it was just like looking for food or whatever, and I'm like, you know, his life is simple. He doesn't have anything to worry about but, I'm hungry, where's my next meal? Our lives, because we have abundant resources of food, is a little bit more complex. Now, I could be in Arkansas. I could be working at McDonald's. I could survive, I could live my life, and I could die, easily. But there's something in us that craves more. We want more, especially men. And there's something in us that is hardwired to seek and chase and create and do more. And it is up to us to figure out what that is, what path that is, and to make sure it's a productive, healthy path. Because your mind is going to divert to either hedonism, which is like pleasure seeking and time wasting and distractions, or it will resort to something productive, creating. And I've realized that certain people, certain men, are not satisfied, ever. And I feel like I'm genuinely one of those people. There's always going to be something in me, and probably something in you as well, that wants to accomplish and do and achieve more. What I think the phone does and what I think distractions do, they kill your creativity. There's actually a quote by Robin Sharma that I really like. An addiction to distraction is the death of your creative production. And it basically talks about how in modern society, because, well, she looks interesting, because we've been consumed by technology, a lot of our natural creativity, desires, and thirst for more gets lowered. Hi, how's it going? I'm doing like beach interviews, and today I'm asking people if you had no laptop. That's good. Well, that was a lot higher than I thought it would be. If you had no laptop and no phone for what's the longest that you've ever been without a laptop or no technology, no TV, no phone?
I think it was on my Vipassana.
Your
So Vipassana,
What's that?
it's like practice when you meditate and your teachers take your phones and your laptops off, so they close it. You have no use. So it was just 3 days, and it was really, it's a lot of time, and it was really magic time. Yeah.
What's one thing you may have learned during that experience?
That your focus and your attention is really the most valuable thing in the world. So with a laptop, with an iPhone, we just
Constantly takes our attention
yeah,
away.
it takes our time.
Even if you just have a thought like, I wonder, like, you know how your natural creativity, you might have an idea, and the first instinct you might want to like, or you might have an impulse or like, I really want to hear this song right now. So you just constantly have something to entertain your mind,
Yeah.
but without it, you're just left to your own mind.
Yeah, and that's great. When
great,
it's
yeah.
just calm and silence, and the brilliant ideas comes into your mind when you have no attention in your social media.
So what did you do for 3 days, and were you allowed to journal, like write down stuff?
No journal.
Oh, that sounds.
Just meditation. Just focusing on yourself.
Wow.
It was really cool.
That's incredible. That's okay. So I got my phone stolen, and my laptop broke at the same exact time.
Wow.
It's day 5 of not having any technology. Even my TV doesn't work, and it has been in Bali, and it has been a magical experience. Like it really has inspired me and taught me a lot, and yeah. But I couldn't imagine not being able to journal or talk to people because I've just been going out talking to people, journaling, yeah, reading.
Island send you some message.
It's
like,
sent me a message.
relax.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Oh man, it hasn't been easy, but I have been relaxing. It's been getting better. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Yeah, there's something in you. Now, to go back to my original point, that I guarantee there's something in you that actually wants more. That like is yearning for more. Who has this crazy idea or wants to go on this adventure. And a lot of people ask me, how do you stay motivated? Listen, when you're bored, you don't need motivation. You're just bored. You're just gonna do it. A lot of people say they're afraid to approach a girl, for example. Listen, try not watching porn. Try not ever getting on Instagram. Try never even like doing nofap, never masturbating if you can. Like try to do that and see how fast you're like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna walk up and talk to this girl. Back in the day, I'm assuming I wasn't there, but like literally just like 100 years ago, I don't think people had these problems that we have now of like approaching anxiety. Oh, what do they think of me? I want to go talk to this girl, blah, blah, blah. I'm scared. I don't know what to say. It's like all that shit's invented to me, in my opinion, because of technology and how like isolated we've been, especially after COVID, how much you just lost your ability to talk to another human being. It's really not that hard when you're bored. And for people lacking motivation, I guarantee you, if you just turned off your damn phone for a couple weeks, you wouldn't be demotivated anymore. Your mind would first go crazy, but then you would eventually think, well, I'm not just gonna sit around and do nothing. What can I do? You'll start building shit. You'll start building shit, random shit. You might just start writing a book for no reason. Let me see if she's down. I see one of my friends. Hi. Today's topic, it's an interesting topic today. Hi, how are you? Good to see you again. What's the longest you've ever been without your phone? and your laptop as well, or technology in general.
How much in the time I can now use it?
Yeah, like what's the longest you've been like no technology?
Already in my experience, past
Yes,
experience.
yes,
1 day.
1 day.
1 day.
And how was it?
Very cool, very good. It was 1 year ago. It was Balinese New Year or some holiday when we shouldn't use it, and I closed it.
That's
For 1
amazing.
Day. It was amazing. Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. I lost my phone.
Oh.
I have a new one coming, and my laptop broke 5 days ago at the same time. And I've been with no technology for almost a week, and it's changed my life completely. I've been reading books, I've been meditating, journaling, talking to people. I already do that every day, but more now I feel more like motivated to talk to people. You know, before I would walk out, I would do interviews, but now today I'm like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive, talking to another human being with very blue and green eyes as yourself, which is very cool. And yeah,
It's a wonderful experience.
wonderful experience. Awesome. Very nice to see you again. Thank you for being in my video. Have a good day, okay? Yeah, so that's number 4, man. Feeling demotivated isn't real. It's just, you're distracted. Something in you wants more. I don't know how to explain it, but just sitting at home bored, my mind just running and racing, made me realize, oh, that's why people do things like sail to another continent where they have no idea where anyone's, like Christopher Columbus type shit. Like I get it now. Like when you're bored, you'll do anything, you know? When you're like, well, fuck it, why not? Bravery and courage, it's more, in my opinion, out of boredom. Like, why do people start businesses? Why are we doing any of this? Fuck it, who cares? Just do it, let's do it. We want something more. That's number 4. You don't want the smoke? I've never played soccer, but you don't want the, hey, quick question. I love your hair though. You have really beautiful hair. All right, number 5. I actually don't remember number 5. I had this written down at home and I forgot the freaking slip. It's another thing of not having a phone kind of sucks, you know? Your phone holds all your notes. Guess what? I ain't got no notes. All the video ideas I have that I want to shoot, well, they're in my notes tab. I'll shoot them when I get my phone back. But guaranteed though, I will tell you this right now. When I get my phone back, when I get my laptop back, I swear to God, I am not going to be on that thing as much. I will get my work done and then I will absolutely disconnect, because the main benefit that I've felt, and actually this, I do remember number 5, and I've already kind of touched on this, but the main benefit I felt from not having a phone and not having technology is we are naturally social human beings. Listen, I'm in a guest house and there's not many people there, and there's usually not people in the living room because everyone's in the rooms alone. I guarantee if everybody in this guest house had to go through what I was going through and have no technology, they would all be in the fucking living room every single day and we would all be talking. And there would probably be a guitar and we'd probably be telling stories and it would probably be a much more wholesome experience. I've actually had one experience like that where I was in Hawaii for 1 week at a surf camp and nobody was on there. Like, I remember there was this surfer guy. He had like a phone from early 2000s. That's how disconnected he was from reality. I love that place. And all we did every night, we went to bed early. There's no lighting, so we would go to bed when the sun went down, after sitting around the campfire and telling stories and singing songs. And then we would wake up, all of us, we would wake up early, have breakfast together, and it was like a little community. What I realized is, because of our phones, because of technology, we've lost this. We've lost it. And whenever I think back to the happiest times of my life, I was just sitting literally this morning reflecting, like, what were the best moments of my life? Every single moment was because of the connections I had. Every single moment. Every single moment was because, let me repeat that again. Every single moment was because of the connections I had. Not my job, not my brand new fucking car. Actually, that was an epic moment when I got my first car. But it was only epic because I got to ride in it with my friends. Every single moment. From living in Orlando with my best Brazilian friend and the girlfriend I had at the time, from living back at home when I was living on a couch completely broke, actually one of the best times of my life, where I was just sleeping on a couch. I pull girls to the couch all the time. We had movie night. I was with my best fucking friends at the time, to living at a surf camp for a few months and just living with the community there, having bonfires, having fucking sing-alongs and stuff, and not being on my phone at all and waking up early. What I realized is we are naturally social. So now if there was no technology in the world and I was at a guest house like I am now, I guarantee all 10 to 20 people in there would be in the living room every night, every morning, just talking, having coffee together. Because why? Because you would just get bored. You would just be like, you know what? Well, I kind of just feel like talking to somebody. And what supplements that, it's a supplement, your phone and podcasts and TV. I realized the reason why I haven't went crazy before is because I listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts probably 2 to 3 hours a day. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually gain a lot of my ability to speak and my knowledge from the podcasts I listen to, and it's changed my life. But I realized that a lot of the times it's not even learning. It's just to not feel lonely. It's just to have a little bit of noise in the background, to just feel like I'm talking to somebody. And that's kind of fucking sad if you really think about it. It's a little bit sad. And I even went as far as I would put on a podcast at night. I even said this to my community as a tip to sleep because it worked for me. I'd put a podcast on at night at just a low enough volume to where I could kind of hear like people in the background talking, and that would help me fall asleep. And when I really think about that, that's kind of sad. And now, after a week of no technology, I sleep just fucking fine every night. No problems or issues at all. I even had a Red Bull before bed yesterday, and I still went to bed and slept good. I had the worst insomnia you could ever imagine for about a year. And now I think it's because I was just fucking lonely. My mind was too crazy, and technology, like, it made me realize that a lot of it was mental and stress. So, that's interesting, isn't it? Now, we're naturally social. So, like, I think technology has ruined a lot of lives. It's helped a lot, too. I wouldn't be where I am today without technology. Look at me now. But I think we have to become the master of technology and not let it master us. I think we have to use it as a tool, and we have to be very mindful, just like that one guy said earlier, where he only allows himself 5 minutes per hour, which is a very interesting way to do it. And I think we have to be very intentional about how we use this one thing, technology, because we're not supposed to have it clouding our minds every day. I'm gonna today, Monday, and Tuesday, until I get my cellular devices back. So I still have a few more days of the detox. And once I get it back, I'm gonna be much more mindful of how I actually use my devices. And I kinda wanna not use it. Like, I kinda, even though this has been very, very difficult and hard to not use any technology, genuinely, it's starting to get easier. It's almost like coming off of a drug. And I'm very reluctant to use the drug again, if you know what I mean. I'm very hesitant to jump back on my devices. So, howdy, how are you? I have a question.
Sorry?
So, here, let's step right here. And what's the longest you've been without your phone and your laptop? Oh, it's slippery here.
About like 5 days at a meditation camp.
Was it the vinyasa thing?
No, it was not the
Okay.
vinyasa thing.
Okay.
It was a Osho thing.
Usha.
Yeah, Osho.
Bali is so cool that like everyone, it's so amazing that you've done that. What was the one thing you learned? How was it? Was it hard, first off?
It was very hard in the beginning because I think most of us are so addicted to our phones. So very hard in the beginning. After like 2 days, I just felt calm, much
Yes.
calmer. Everything was just more in the moment.
Yes.
I can recommend it.
That is pretty much it, guys. That's the video. We got a lot of really cool people here in Bali, one of the more interesting places here in the world. I highly recommend. It's like a mixture of party people, spiritual people, really chill surfer people, and really beautiful scenes, and a lot of health conscious people and everything in between. It's a very, very interesting place. I think it's like the perfect place for me at the time. I'm not gonna live or settle here because I eventually do want a little bit more, I guess you could call stability. It doesn't feel like a stable place, but it does feel like a magical place, and I'm very thankful to God allowing me to lose my phone and my laptop at the same time and have this profound experience that I'm having. Hope I inspire you to get off your fucking phone and meditate a little bit. Sorry about that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Check out the views. Boom! Whoa. On a really cloudy day here in Bali. All right. Done.